Hello there, let's talk today about the Access default password. If you're trying to log into your camera and you can't because you lost your password, you can log in after a reset because there is no default password for this camera. Even when you reset it, you need to create a new password, okay? So here I have an Access camera connected to my switch and also have my computer connected to the same network so I can have access to my camera. So if you take a look here on my screen, you see that I'm trying to log into my camera. Remember, the username is root, it's not admin, as you can find on other cameras. Here in Access different. Let me just try a password here. When I try to sign in, it keeps repeating here this prompt because the password is incorrect. So what I have to do here is to reset the camera. Back here to the camera, you just need to find this button here. It's different depending on the camera model that you have. This one is just right here. With DOM camera, the button is a little bit different from this one, but the idea is just to disconnect the camera from power, and then you press the button here, keep it pressing it, and then you plug back the cable. And then you just need to wait for 20 seconds at least and release the button, right? Here I have the cable with the PoE power, so the cable is powering the camera via power over Ethernet. So it's an IP camera with power over Ethernet, works that way. I'm just holding the button here. It changes here to green now. The LED, as you can see here, was in a different color, was amber, and then changed it to green. And I will release because I think it's time to go. So just release the button here, put the camera back into its place. And now we just need to wait for this camera to turn green here. Because I'm resetting the camera, it take a longer time to become green. So you see this amber color or yellowish color here, and just wait to become green. And then you come here to the screen and you use the software to find the camera again, right? So let me just come here to my computer, and you see that I have this Access IP utility here, okay? Then when I just try to find the camera, at first it doesn't find because the camera is still booting up there. And now I can find the camera with a different IP address. That's the default IP address. 192.168.0.90 is the default one, which means the camera is reset. But the camera can also get an IP from your network. As you can see here, the camera is still booting up. And you can see on my computer, but still is doing something here. You need to wait for the camera to become green to really have access to the camera, right? And here it's connected to my switch, and also have a router connected to my switch, and then this router can give the camera an IP address. And as you can see, it's green right now. Let me just come back here to my screen. I'm going to refresh this IP utility. This is the utility that finds the camera on the network, right? If you have the camera connected, it can find it. For some reason, it's still using the default IP address. I think I have my router here. It's not well connected. Let me just push this cable. Now I'm connecting to my router, okay? Was missing the port, was not well connected. Now my switch is going to communicate with my router, and the camera can also reach the router and get an IP from there. Let me just refresh here again and see if the camera can get an IP address. And then I can log in. As you can see here, it got an IP address. Then when I click here, allows me to open a device, open a web browser. Here it says the connection is not private. It's trying to use secure connection. Just click here in advanced and proceed to your camera in unsafe mode. And now the system is getting ready, and here you can insert your password. As you can see, the username is root, and here you can insert your password. Let me just type it here, and then again, and it says that's a weak password. Now you create the login anyway, click continue anyway. I'm aware of the password, and now let me just try here, remember, root, and then your password. Now, for the first time, when you connect to the camera, you need to select this, the frequency, the resolution, and everything else. I would just click next here. Here's the time sync automatic DHCP. It's going to receive an IP from my router, and I'm good to go here. Next. And the final one will be the orientation. So here I have the camera upside down. Let me just put here 180 degrees. The camera will rotate and I can see the image in the correct way here. So my camera now is working. As you can see, I move my hand in front of the camera here and it's working there in a web browser pretty good, okay? So there is no default password for an Axis camera. You just need to reset it and create yours, all right? So I hope this helps. Please subscribe to this channel, leave a thumbs up in your comments, and I see you in the next one.